The reason I search all these things, security, pleasure, virtue, power, and fame, and whatever else, there's all sorts of other things people search for, maybe. Those are the basic categories. Whatever I search for, what is it that I really want? I think that I want the object, but what do I really want? What is it? What I really want is freedom from the sense of limitation that my desires and fears impose upon me. I don't want the object. Mind you, this is very important. If you're going to go on in this enlightenment thing, you need to be very, very clear that it's not the object that you want. It's the freedom from the fears and the desires that are causing you to pursue the object that you want. Why? Because when you get the object that you want, your fears and desires disappear and you feel okay. So it's really for the happiness or the freedom that you think is in the objects that you're searching those objects. Now look, it's easy to be fooled. This we call Maya. Maya. It's easy to be fooled, and we're all tricked by Maya. And how does Maya trick us? Maya means ignorance. Maya means ignorance. And how does ignorance trick us? It makes it look like the joy is in the object. That's how it looks. Okay. Classic example. I fall in love with you. Or you fall in love with me. That's better. It's better if you fall in love with me. Then I'm okay. But if I fall in love with you, I've got problems. But because my needs are greater than your needs, and then you got the power. Whereas if your needs are greater than my needs, then I've got the power, and we can fiddle things more easily that way. But anyway, you fall in love with me, I fall in love with you. It doesn't matter. You know how it is. You're so lonely, and then you go to the satsang. You see them, they go to the satsangs for what? To hook up. For the sangha, not for the sat. The sat, yeah, we'll take the sat. Sat means the truth. We'll take the truth, but what we really want is to meet that cute girl in the third row back there. She turns me on. Okay? So you go to the satsang or the bar. Okay, if you're a worldly person, you go to the bar. Or a party, whatever it is. And like they say in the novels, and their eyes met across a crowded room. Bing! Suddenly the chemistry starts operating, your heart goes, there's a glow that starts to appear around the person, This big glow. They're just glowing, and you think, oh my God, is she beautiful? What a guy, is he wow. And just your body's going, whoom, like this, and then you're caught in the love bubble. You know the love bubble? It's like you're chained, You can't get out. You try to get away from that love bubble, and it's impossible. And what do you think? And this is the one for me. This is it. This is the big one. Wow. You may be on the phone to everybody. You're rearranging your life in your head instantly as it goes, because right. And things are going great, and then one day, say after say let's say a week or two, one day you call up, you're all excited, and Mr. or Mrs. Right, whatever it is, isn't there. Think what's happening. And you call back again, and they're not there, and they're not there. And finally, for a couple of days you don't see them. And then accidentally you bump into them on the street and you say, God, what happened? They say, it's not really going to work for me. I'm sorry, I meant to call you. But other things came up. It's not really working for me. And what happens to the love? What happens to all this love you felt for that object? What happens to it? Poof! It's gone. It went with the object. Didn't it? You just suddenly, boom, the love bubble is just like somebody stuck a little pin in the love bubble and just went, and all your love is gone. Why does the love seem to be in the object? Why? Now this is the point. We're getting to the point here of this whole teaching. The love seems to be in the object, and it isn't in the object. Vedanta is very clear about this, and if you analyze your own experience, you'll see that this is true. Vedanta is just experience-based. It's just the knowledge that's based upon experience. The love seems to be in the object. Why? Because the desire or the fear, whatever it is that was operating here in your mind at the time, fear being what? If you're afraid of something and the object of your fear disappears, then what? You feel happy. Right? That's the negative side. A fear is just a negative desire. A desire is just what? A positive fear. That's all. It's the same story. Psychologically, fears and desires are equal. When the object that appears or disappears, the desire or fear that you have leaves your mind. You don't need it anymore because the object's there. So you let go of the fear or the desire, and what happens? The joy, the happiness, the fullness that is your own nature, floods your mind. The bliss of yourself floods into your mind, and you feel whole and complete and satisfied and full and free and happy. And what? Because you don't understand what's happening there, you think the joy's in the object. This is why you keep pursuing objects. You keep running away from things that you're frightened of, and you keep going toward things that you desire. Because you think the joy is in the object. But the joy is not in the object. You don't have to believe me, just think about it. You see how if you can't assimilate this, then you might as well not come tomorrow. Because the whole teaching is based upon this fundamental truth, that the joy that you're seeking is not in objects.